Hi everyone, Shavua Tov. I hope you had a wonderful Shabbos and your Chanukah continues to be amazing. Right before Shabbos, I spoke to you about the connection between Shabbos candles on one hand and Chanukah candles on the other. So now, as Shabbos leaves us, and we made Havdalah and we lit our Chanukah candles, I was thinking about the connection between the Havdalah candle and the Chanukah candles. Right, on the Havdalah candle, we recite the bracha, Borei Moreh Ha'esh. And then we have to benefit, we're obligated to benefit from that light. Since we just said a bracha on it, we have to use it, and therefore we have the custom to look at our fingernails. Why? For another time, a Kabbalistic reason. And yet the Chanukah candles are the opposite. We know that on the Chanukah candles, we say, Aneres halalu kodesh hem, these lights, the light from these candles is holy. Ve'ein lanu reshus lishtamesh behem. We're not even allowed to use it, elo lirosam bilvad, except we can only look at the candles. We cannot benefit from it all. As opposed to the Havdalah candle, we must benefit from it. The Chanukah candles, we're not allowed to benefit from them at all. Why is that? Why this distinction? The Nesivos Shalom turns to a statement of Chazal to try to understand the difference. And the Chazal speak about at the time when the Jewish people dedicated the Mishkan and the Midbar, and the Nesiim, the representatives from each tribe, each brought their own korban. The korbanot were all the same, but each brought their own korban. And Aaron, a Kohen, Moshe's brother Aaron, was upset. He felt left out that he didn't have a sacrifice to bring. And God tells Moshe, tell Aaron not to worry, not to be upset. Because his service, his avodah in the Mishkan, in the tabernacle, was more important than theirs. What was his service? What did he do? What was his job? That he lit the menorah daily. And that was holier than bringing these korbanot. Why was it holier? Say Chazal, because the lighting of the menorah lasts forever. And the Ramban explains, what does that mean? What does Chazal mean when they say that the lighting of the menorah lasts forever? We know, unfortunately, the temple was destroyed 2,000 years ago. We no longer have a menorah. We don't light it. But the Ramban explains that what it means is that even after the destruction of the Beis Hamikdash, when we no longer light the menorah, the inherent kedusha, the holiness from the lights, from the candles of the menorah, the oil burning in the menorah, is transferred to the oil burning in our Chanukiyot, in each and every one of our homes. But why, of all the services, of all the avodah done in the Beis Hamikdash, and the Mishkan, and the temple, and the tabernacle, why is the everlasting one the light of the menorah that's now transferred to the Chanukah? Why not something else? Why not one of the korbanot? And so the Nesivos Shalom explains that without this holy light, without the kedusha that comes from lighting the menorah and now is transferred to our Chanukiyot, the Jewish people would not have been able to survive the long, dark, and difficult galus, the exile we've been in for so long. And that's why, explains the Nesivos Shalom, that the light of the Chanukah candles was the very last takana, was the very last mitzvah the Chazal decreed before we were kicked out of the land of Israel, before the galus, before the exile began. And that through the kedusha, through the inherent holiness embedded in the Chanukah light, the light that we can't use, we can only look at and be inspired by, we'd be able to connect to the kedusha of the menorah and the kedusha of the Beis Hamikdash. And through that, we'll be able to survive this long, dark, bitter galus. So as we light in the Chanukah tonight, as we look at those lights, the third night, let's be inspired by those candles. Let's feel the connection and the longing to the Beis Hamikdash and for the Beis Hamikdash. And let's hope and pray for a full redemption, the Geula Shlema Bimhera B'Yameinu, very, very soon, where we can get back to Eretz Yisrael and connect to a more full, complete, and holy world. Shavua Tov, wishing you a beautiful, beautiful week, and continue to be inspired and enjoy Chanukah. All the best.